Hi, I'm Bob Canote, and on this episode of the Camp Chaos Chronicles, we're going to close out one series of episodes of Tale of Two Kitties, and we're going to begin another. One's kind of sad, another one's kind of exciting. I think you're going to like this. Dang it. Now, those of you that have been following the channel for a while know that a couple of years ago I did a series on A Tale of Two Kitties. And the problem was that I had this Red Rouge edition XJS 5.3 liter V12 Marelli ignition that had what appeared to be the same problem as my 1990 convertible, which you see on the left here. And my whole quandary at that time was, what do I do with the red car? I bought it for its interior so that I could put it in my XJS convertible, but it really looked like it was a darn good car and might actually be worth saving. Didn't have a title. I bought it from a salvage lot right before it went in the crusher, and it appeared like it had some promise. However, there's just too much wrong with it. Both door regulators, both window regulators don't work. The engine has a lot of blow-by into the B-bank air filter canister. There's so many things wrong with it. The electrical system has been savaged by someone who took the sound system out of it, and that's just too much to do with the time that we have available here to do it. So I'm afraid the decision has been made from appearances a while ago that this is a parts car. And it's a shame, but you know what? You can't save them all. This car doesn't look like it's in a whole lot better shape. Although if I actually wash it, it presents a lot better, but the big issue here is the convertible top, which has had layer upon layer of Gorilla Tape over the years, just so the thing doesn't leak if I drive it in the rain. That's going to change, hopefully, later this summer, in the month of September, where we replace that top, and there will be a video on that. So this Tale of Two Kitties is over. So here we have another Tale of Two Kitties. One of these is a 1989 Jaguar XJS that we just ran through the shop doing a full restoration with some exceptions, wheels and tires and so forth. And this was in conjunction with a shop in Green Bay that did the body work on it, and it was just immaculate. And the other one is a car that we picked up in Golden, Colorado, which from all appearances is just as good. It's just that one of these cars is going out the door to its client next week, and the other one is rolling in the shop for a manual transmission conversion, engine overhaul, final drive ratio adjustment, and that'll be the first in hopefully a series of cars that we're going to offer for sale through our business, JaguarPreserve.com. Now, those of you who have been watching the channel for a while will know that the one with a leaper on the hood is the 1990 that's getting the engine and manual transmission. The one on the right is the overhaul that we've done, and it's not cleaned up yet. We've got a bit of work to do on it still, and we don't want to waste our time cleaning a car that still has a bit of shop time yet to do. You'll notice that there's blue tape on you'll notice that there's blue painter's tape on the A-pillars on this car to protect it from being scuffed up as people get in and out of it. You can see that the paint is flawless. It's had ceramic coating applied to it, but as I said, it still needs to be cleaned up. The interior work, we still got some assembly to do. We got the cruise control to get working yet, but the interior work was done by Paul's Jaguar in Florida, and it's just a beautiful thing and a pleasure to work with. the wood was done by the same people. Although I've never seen that burl on it before, but I think it's really attractive. It goes with the black interior. As I said, the wheels and tires need to be cleaned up a little bit. We've still got some work to do back here, but that's pretty much in as new condition. The top has not been replaced. It was replaced relatively recently prior to the car being disassembled. But let's take a look under the hood. .3 V12, 5.3 liter V12, and it's had some chrome accents to it, which I really like. I actually like this almost better than the cadmium plating that came from the factory. But this engine's hitting all its marks. Starts right away, runs beautifully, no overheating issues. Had it out on 85-degree days, and it's 185 degrees at the thermostat housings. Cylinder heads also, all the way to the back. The cylinder heads are about the same temperature. We still have to, as I said, put the cruise control in, and also we've got the air conditioning evacuated, but we haven't as yet charged it. So that needs to be done here shortly. Now this car, as I said, from all appearances, is just about as good. And this car, everything works on, except for one thing, which we'll get to later. Oh, and also recently during the winter, this door handle broke, which is a common issue. But interior is beautiful. All the way around. The wood has been recently redone. Interesting note, I have never seen an XJS instrument panel or instrument cluster with the wood on it like that. I think it's a real nice touch. Seat covers are new. The only thing about the interior that I would deal with is the console cover needs to be repaired, re-dyed, replaced. It's got some dings on it. And also this door panel here is warped. All of the associated, all of the parts are fine. We need to re-dye that. Any place where there's wear on it, it needs to be re-dyed. But also this panel has a fair degree of warping in it, and we need to take all of the elements of this door panel and put it on a new card. The engine is the real issue here, and the reason that we got it so reasonably, the engine had about $14,000 worth of work done on it. Fuel injectors cleaned, and a new SNG Barrett fuel injection harness, and valve seals, and just a bunch of stuff done to it. New water pump, and then a hose failed, and the car overheated, and it dropped. From what I've heard from Jeff Schroeder, the guy that led me to this project, dropped 3 valve seats. Now, the good news is they didn't drop to the point where they got hammered and sent chips throughout the engine. The engine runs rough for obvious reasons, but from his inspection, there really is no damage to the short block. So that's good news. But it's going to get new rings, new bearings, new gaskets. Anything that wasn't replaced in that $14,000 bill, this engine is going to get. Plus, there's going to be some detailing done here as well. As I said, the paint looks really good. The top also is not new, but it's very recently been replaced or has been taken really good care of. The glass is great, the stainless is great. The trunk is a bit of a mess right now, but the carpet is almost as in good a shape as the one in the restored car. Got to replace the motifs on the back, but the chrome is in good shape, just needs to be polished up a bit. The bumper is recoated, or the bumper cover's recoated. But other than the engine and its problems, there's nothing on this car that doesn't work. And that's what we're looking for. Top tier cars where everything works, and we just need to replace an engine, overhaul an engine, and do the manual transmission conversion. The cars need to be unique, because there's a lot of these cars out there. Not many of them are in really good shape, but like this one is. But we can't be doing what we did with this car. The issue that we had with this car is the lack of aftermarket support for the Jaguar XJS. The only reason that we were able to do this project and get it to the degree it is or will be by next week, where everything works and everything runs as it should, is by virtue of the fact that we had a shed full of cars that we could take bits and pieces from. We're not going to do that again. There aren't that many parts cars left in the world. And the ones that are left are getting to be more and more expensive. So if you got a car like this, where it's a top flight car that has an engine problem, this is what we're looking for. And just be mindful of the fact that they're not worth a whole lot in the condition that this car is in right now. It's where you take it and make it into something special, where there's the value. So that's what's been going on around here at Camp Chaos. It's been a lot of work. We haven't been able to publish as many videos as we'd really like, but we're working on it. Things are still moving. Those of you that are hungry for manual transmission conversion content, that's coming up. We've just had to put that sort of on the back burner, but not for the past several weeks, because we needed to get this restoration project out the door. So if you like these videos, subscribe, share, and leave some comments down below so that we know what we can do to do what we do better. And we'll see you the next time on the Camp Chaos Chronicle.